Peace, family. So I'm back with another one. Today what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk to my chosen ones about how disrespect is the new respect. Disrespect is the new respect. Motherfuckers is so disrespectful out here these days. Like, it just flows like water. It literally is like, yes, feel good. Recharged up, rejuiced up, rejuvenated. You know what I'm saying? But I always get so confused with people when they blatantly do disrespectful shit. Like, it really makes me want to punch you in the face, or slap you in the mouth, or kick all the non-swimmers in this little lovely pond lake over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally how it makes me feel on the inside. And then I usually have to go back through, fight my own process, because y'all know, you should not do that to people. You should not treat people that way. You should not do this. And in my world, I'm just like, I'm at a place and point in my life now where, like, I'm cool with being a dick. I'm cool with being an asshole. I'm cool with being the first motherfucker that throws the first punch. Simple process. And the thing with throwing the first punch is, and I don't mean like throwing the first punch being disrespectful, throwing first punch. I throw first punches when I have been disrespected. I'm not gonna wait and ask you, hey, did you mean to disrespect me? Because a lot of that shit is so fluent out here in today, in this Western society, that you don't, it's so natural that it throws you off guard if you're not naturally a disrespectful person. And so many people do this shit that you have no choice but to understand that this shit is deeper than you and me physically. You don't know how many times I've communicated with people, or somebody called me. Let's say people called me, or I ran into some people in real lifetime. You can use either scenarios. I don't give a damn which one you use. Run into people real lifetime, talking to people in real lifetime. They're all excited when they're talking about all the shit going on with them. Yeah, I want to do this. Yeah, I want to do that. Yeah, just got off work. Yeah, I'm going into work. Yeah, I just got my paycheck. Yeah, I'm about to get paid. Yeah, I'm about to go shopping. Yeah, I'm about to go on vacation. They full of life and energy when they talking about this shit. The minute you are engaging in the conversation and asking relevant questions, or you may just make a relatable statement, you know, because we all are fucking relatable. So that's usually the first thing we kind of resort to when we kind of engage with people, is we look at familiarity and see what we can compound that would make sense with us, that can mesh and match what they're saying and doing, to show them that we understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody give you a long story, or say a buddy gave me a long story about how he went to prison. I didn't know him, but let's just say he was talking about it. In my world, it's like, oh shit, I've been there. I kind of know what you're talking about. I'll let him talk for however long he's talking. I would engage with him subtly. And then when he's finished, I would make some kind of reference point, you know, because even when I listen to people say long statements, I look at the intro, I look at the substance, then I look at the outro. And then I figure out how I can, like, compress it into a zip file. Compress it into a zip file so that way I can give them an appropriate, relatable response. A lot of times when I do these things with people, the disrespect it flows just like water. Like, they could be full of life and engaging. The minute I make a statement or ask a question in a certain manner, or reframe something to me that's relatable to them to kind of keep the conversation going and flowing, they get silent. They get silent. I've called people before, and they just start engaging with the whole world on the other side of the phone line without even saying, hey, hold on a minute, or let me give you a call back. You know what I'm saying? You just assume that my time is not valuable. I ain't shit, and whoever these random people are, they just deserve to cut into my time and energy when I'm engaging with you. This is a huge level of disrespect that a lot of people just brush past as if, like, because it's so normal. It's kind of like when you see I'm gonna say for me, I'm not gonna speak for everybody. Even if they are with you, I just leave with me. It's kind of like when women start yelling or raising their voice or screaming at me to make a point. I could punch you in the face and knock out all your teeth and prove my point. So, while you feel as though you are flexing your ability to use your throat chakra because you can, the Creator naturally made me bigger and stronger than you. So if you don't have to be respectful with your disgusting mouth, I shouldn't have to be disrespectful or respectful with these hands. You know what I'm saying? So if there was no system in place, there would not be a lot of women thinking that if they yell at a man, that is meaning that they're strong or proving a point. No. What you're doing is showing how disgusting you can be, and you're showing how strong men really are. That's just from one standpoint. Because most women that's doing that, yelling and screaming at a man, you know you cannot beat them. You're just doing it because you believe in the system. Females that yell and scream at men believe in the system. The daddy system is daddy. So they believe in the police, they believe in their jobs. The system has become daddy. The system has become husband. You see what I'm saying? So then that's from one avenue. I'm saying the disrespect flows. That's just from the women. That ain't even have anything to do with the men. In my mind, when I go to stores and I go to get something and it's like this little weak, puny, weird looking guy, and he has a little bit of authority because I'm in his workspace, and he just decides to be rude with me because he can, because maybe he just read my energy, or maybe he had some funky energy before he came to work. Somebody could have rubbed him the wrong way. Wifey, his girls, friends, fan, anybody. You know what I'm saying? And then people take that shit in there to them. And then he's giving me that energy. Now this little man is giving me that energy. And in my world, in high school, before you become an adult, you allowed to put your hands on people. You don't go to jail for putting your hands on people. So I didn't care if you was retarded, small, or little. When I tell you, hey, don't talk to me like that, you should watch your mouth. Because normally what comes behind that is these hands. So now you have to show me that you can defend yourself. I don't give a fuck about all that other shit. All that other shit goes out the window. So if you cannot beat me, you should shut the fuck up. Simple. It's a very simple process. Men, we don't get that complicated. Real men understand that we're gonna respect all men. And real men, we already know that we protect the weaker men. But the shit is so demonic out here that we can... this is how weird it is. We have women police officers. I've never looked at a women police officer and felt threatened or felt like this bitch was gonna protect me. You know what it was that felt like it could be a little bit safer? Was the uniform and the radio that she has. Not the female. In my mind, I'm like, I could take this bitch. Simple process. I am a fully divine masculine man. I don't give a damn how you feel in the inside. You can feel like, oh yeah, I could take every... Good for you if you do. You retarded if you feel that way. You're female. You shouldn't be feeling that way. Now, the weaker men that's in those same positions, they shouldn't even be in those goddamn cop positions either. Because we see how that shit flows. Outside of these uniforms, you get no protection from these people. What protects you is the badge and the radio and the gun. The badge, the radio, the gun, the whole uniform. It's the radio. We all understand that you have a really hard time outrunning that radio. They be like, all right, breaker 19. Soon as you take off running, they be like, breaker 19 went left. Oh, then somebody else done picked you up over there. Even if you getting low, they still breaker 19, he's over there. Breaker. It's all over the place. You know what I mean? So it's not that, oh, female can become cops and protect me and protect you. To me, it's blatantly disrespectful because I'm like, you couldn't beat me, so why would I need you to come protect me? I'm just saying. We have to get back to better starting grounds, into a starting ground. Like, if we don't keep operating and building and like molding the next generation, it's gonna be way worse for them. You know what I mean? Like, we all know how big technology is now, right? And you got people out in public with their phones, cameras, you know, all kind of things filming. And people know these things. I'm one of them people that I don't give a damn if it's a public space or not. If you're filming or taking pictures, I am going to get the fuck out of your way. I will get the fuck out of your way. If you are filming or taking pictures and I just happen to come walking past, I'm not going to be like, they can wait for me. I'm special. Even if I do feel like I'm special, nigga, that's still disrespectful for me to just go violate somebody else's space. No, I didn't physically put my hands on somebody, but I still violated their space. It's public space. Yes. To the system, they'll say public space. In my mind, it's respect in the creator first. So because I didn't see them doing witchy shit to other people first, or just being regular robots and shit, they was just kind of in their human state. You know what I'm saying? Video, photo time. I'm gonna get the fuck out their way. It's a simple process. But the amount of disrespect and entitlement, I've seen people just walk through people pictures, making it seem like, and they taking their time. People asking people, hey, could you take this picture from me? And as they're handing the phone and setting up for the picture, the other people are just, they refuse to walk behind the cameraman. Like, in my mind, it's just like, yo, these people don't plan on taking pictures for the next 24 hours. They probably only need 24 seconds or 124 seconds. You know what I'm saying? It's not an all-day process, but the system and society is so disrespectful that shit flows. I be driving in traffic and I'll get in my car from my house and I'm going to my destination. I don't know what the fuck everybody else is doing, but I know I got my destination. I get behind cars and trying to go around them. They making it seem like I'm being a nuisance to them. Bitch, it's only 2 to 4 lanes. I don't want to drive your speed. I'm trying to get the fuck around you. It is not anything personal. But what these beings would do, because they looking at me trying to get to where I'm trying to go to. Oh, where's the car going through riding on me like this? Bitch, I'm trying to get up the road. If there was more road space, I promise you, you would not even see my car. I would have went past you, 120 miles an hour. You wouldn't even see my car. But a lot of these beings, I've rolled past people. Men, females, it doesn't fucking matter. I done caught this. Some of them will actually look and do the middle finger, but for the most part, they want to turn their head and show the middle finger. In my world, I don't even look over at the other car because it's kind of like a rock or a boulder. It's like, you took it personal. I didn't. I was just trying to get up the road to my destination because I decided to run a little bit behind on time because I wanted to. And now I'm trying to make time and speed. You know what I'm saying? It's not anything personal. Then you have other people on the road who will literally get in front of you and go slow down and get mad at you for, they would say, tailing them, as they're trying to brake check you when they knew that you didn't want to go at their speed. I don't want to go at your speed, bitch. You're going too slow for me. For life, for this road, you are going entirely too slow for me. I don't fuck with it. I don't get mad that much on the road anymore because I'm on the road all the time. So for me to get offended on the road is weird, but it's guaranteed to happen. Somebody gets mad and get offended and just start doing this weird flicking off. Or they'll do some weird shit where they want to drive in front of you and slow down, or cut you off and slow down. You know what I'm saying? But even making those statements, them people live their own life. So why the fuck do they think that I went out my way to just try to be disrespectful because I don't have anything else better to do or something more productive? That's mind-blowing to me. That's mind-blowing to me. I had one lady not want to cash my check before. This was years ago, before I was like into the banks and all that shit. And I was still getting paper checks at one of my jobs. I don't remember what fucking job it was at. I was still getting paper checks. Anyways, I went to go cash the fucking paper check, and the white lady got mad and didn't want to cash my check. Now, I am in the KKK town. You know, this Thomas Jefferson area, Charlottesville. This is kind of like, this is where that KKK rally came through and the white girl got killed. You know, so like it's all of that weird energy out here all the time already anyways. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's a lot of that energy all around the world. I was just using my environment as an example, as I do. You know what I'm saying? But the disrespect, it just flows fluently. You know, how many times have you been engaging with somebody, texting, and then they just stop texting? Or they decided to play the game with you. Oh, I'll text them, you know, I'll see the message right away, but I'm going to wait 15 minutes. I'm going to wait 10 minutes. Or they may be telling themselves they're going to wait 2-3 minutes and they forget. And now you don't get hit back till later on. All of these are subtle signs of disrespect. That means that they don't value you. They don't give a fuck about you or your energy, you as a being or entity. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that do give a fuck, they give a fuck about it on a very low percentage scale, meaning that while y'all are engaging, you're not priority. A lot of us, when we engage with people, we kind of make them priority to a certain degree until a certain barrier or level is crossed. And then that's when it's like, look, I ain't no selfish person, but I know how to be selfish. And I ain't no offensive person, but I can defend myself extremely well. You know what I mean? So it's a whole lot of this witchy shit we are dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of people are just being blatantly disrespectful because of the playbook that they're using. So this is me giving the physical, subtle form of this bigger spiritual war that's going on. You know what I'm saying? I already know they're using the demonic playbook, which is creator leads with respect, the demonic team leads with disrespect. So if they do 10 things for you and then 7 of them felt disrespectful, 3 of them felt respectful, then you already know the dominant majority of the playbook that they're using. So, man, this is a rough one and a tough one, because I'm still trying to figure out how to not punch people in the face spiritually, how not to slap people. I know a lot of people say they're gonna get what's coming back to them eventually. They're gonna get it. And me, I'm like, I'm a physical vessel here. I created this. I didn't fully create it, but I took in this physical vessel. So that way I can operate in this realm. So if the creator needs to use this energy in this vessel, in this goddamn realm, motherfucker, then I gotta use it. It ain't no passing everything off to the next generation or the next being. Because the next being may be somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that you really vibe with. And now they're the ones in a position that you could have prevented. Just all off the strength of knowing that the whole system is set on disrespect. You know what I'm saying? People aren't going to be calling you back. People will be ghosting you and not texting you because it's all about their transactions and what they're getting from you. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of demonic, witchy men out here that's just using their abilities, you know, because they are bigger. We do come stock bigger with different attributes. They using those to bully beings. Then you do got the women who are being demonic and witchy and just overly sexualizing and using a lot of manipulation because you aren't stronger than somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's like all that shit is trash. All that shit is bullshit. And it fries me up, you know, because I got a daughter that's coming up in this generation. And I'm kind of glad that it is the way it is now, because back in the day, they used to have this thing about only child and children syndrome for the parents who was not present. See, I'm a present motherfucking parent. You know what I mean? And I do a lot of teaching. I spend a lot of quality time. I give her a whole lot of empathy. You know what I'm saying? I fill her with as much substance and love and peace that I can possibly can. I explain and break it down to her so she knows the difference between that confusion and that peaceful state. You know what I'm saying? She got a lot going on with her stomach chakra, like we all do when we're young. I've been teaching her about that so she can kind of calm her quote-unquote butterflies down. You got to get your chakras aligned, you know what I'm saying? Even if they're not aligned, you have to learn how to master them. That is mandatory. You know what I mean? So she's in a chaotic space where she don't be fucking with the other side of the family. She will fuck with them because it's like, I fuck with my mom when I was younger to a certain degree, but then I also didn't fuck with her. You know, I fuck with her because she's my mom, so it was always that extra oomph. But then I'm at a space now to where I got over that. But that's where she's at right now, because she's young. But she knows that that shit ain't right, that she got to experience and go through over there. Outside of them just trying to buy everything, the other energy that comes with it be bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Leave my mini left in fear and scarcity and all this other shit. Yeah, they can keep disrespecting me as the father, but the creator will use this vessel to prove otherwise. You know what I mean? But I ain't want to run it up too long, you know what I'm saying? They are a group and a pound and a hound of disrespectful hyenas. You know what I'm saying? Some sloths out here. It's to a whole nother chapter in charter. You should just automatically assume that somebody's gonna be disrespectful. I go approach this person, I'm assuming they're gonna be disrespectful. When they open their mouth, I start moving their meter up or down, up or down, up or down. So I start them at a level. I'm giving them respect, but in my mind, I'm giving you respect, but I'm taking you gonna be disrespectful somewhere. So I'm gonna see what words you choose to use, what vibration you choose to put behind those words, and then I'm gonna bump it up or down from there. You know what I mean? Tapping everything down below. Peace and love to the kings and queens.